I tell you, I was just in a listeners. I had a little bit of a freak out here just a minute ago, and the boys had to calm me down because Dad goes, I got a lot of beer left over from the hurricane. I got plenty of beer. I got more than a case, so I'm figuring about 30 beers. But by the time me and Ryan get over there, 24 beers. And I'm like, okay, I'm at least gonna stop for some cigarettes anyway and a Red Bull. So I'm just gonna pick up a 4-pack of Tall Boys. I drink through those, and I go to reach into the 24-pack that I have not yet experienced into, and it's halfway gone. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, you guys? Like, I was told not to.
You ever want to know
bring
what bad
beer,
dreams happen?
and I brought over a 4-pack of Tall Boys, and they go, no, man, we got like 9 in the freezer. So they're just getting them extra crispy and extra cold. I apologize that I flew off the rail there at the beginning, boys, but we're gonna have a great show because this is actually episode 110 of They Call Us the Breeze, and there's only one way to do it. So let's get to it. Let's go.
Still on meth, Cheryl.
She is. You can tell.
Yeah! Tonight! Go!
Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got over here a little bit early today, so we're starting at 2:30. That's why you just got to keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eye on the storm, as we've been hearing over the last 2 days, and keep your eyes on YouTube, the Tiger Cage Media channel. So get those little notifications when you ring that little bell.
Bing, bing,
and
bing, bing,
that
bing,
way
bing,
you know
bing,
exactly
bing,
when we're coming on. If you're sitting stuck at your desk and you think it's going to be 3 or 3:30, or you never know. It's going to vary. It's like that spaghetti model. It's going to maybe go drift left towards the 2:30 hour. It might come a little right towards the 3:30 hour. You never know what's going to happen.
Just be in that cone of confidence or whatever.
They have a cone for a reason.
Yes.
And it doesn't always go up on that straight.
It's called the cover your ass cone. Yeah.
And this is the only one that's ever went up the middle exactly where they said it was going to go.
Yeah.
Ever. Since I've lived here in 1989.
We need to sign him to a 5-year contract or something. If he was split in the middle just like that.
Yeah, maybe he'll play for the Rays now that we're getting into that postseason. Yeah.
I would think football Ryan was referring to.
That's okay.
Whatever.
He doesn't watch a lot of rugby.
I really don't. Guys, they
He's
call us
a
the
lacrosse
Breeze.
kind of guy.
Make sure you guys are going out to tigercagemedia.com and checking out the shop there, the Etsy shop. The grand opening sale of 10% off is over, but you can still, we're extending it, the free shipping on orders of $35 or more.
Due to the setback of the hurricane.
Exactly. We want to make sure you guys are out there getting fresh clothes in case you lost any clothes in the floods in your houses. And I think a lot of people got a lot luckier than we thought we would.
And we might even extend it a month beyond this, just so you can take your insurance money from your damage to your home or whatever.
Exactly.
You have any expendables, you can buy something.
I personally, this is my first.
Not that anybody that ever got money from an insurance company when they got flooded would do that.
Well, we're not going to get into the politics of it, that's for sure. We're going to get into the fun of it. But
Yes,
personally, I this is my first year in my first house that I actually own that had a hurricane coming at it. So you get a little nervous, and you're like, okay, I should probably do some stuff, and I kind of did some stuff. I picked up around the yard. I had one of those 5-gallon buckets. I had that by the door, and I was going to put that out if there was high storm surges around my area, which there was not. Thankfully, my elevation is very good. But I had a 5-gallon bucket, and I was like, all right, so I'm going to put this out in the storm, let it get some water in it, and then I can use that to flush the toilets if I need to.
Very smart.
And I was like,
I
okay.
am shocked and surprised that you knew that. And I am
too,
glad.
Actually, he's very dumb.
I mean, that's a very bright thing. I just figured.
Yeah, he wouldn't have figured it
Well,
out.
here's
Me neither.
did somebody tell you about that? Because
No,
I don't think
I
I ever did.
don't know how
Maybe-
you guys prepared, but that was my one preparation.
that's
I moved
smart.
all the tools over to one side. I picked up anything that was electrical, like the saw and the jigsaw, put them up on the sink. I did what I could out in the garage because I expected if I'm going to get any water, it's going to be in the garage because the house is up like 3 steps. So we're good. And I'm up on like the white and gray elevation level. I'm high up. There's no flooding chance. But in the off chance, I was like, I'm going to keep an eye on it. And I set alarms for every. By the way, out there in listener land, if you guys are just getting this and you don't live in this part of the country, we had a little bit of a hurricane come through, and it was expected to be a Cat 3 and hit us, kind of with some good winds, and especially storm surge. Flooding was going to be the main concern, and this literally happened. Ryan and I's work was closed 2 days ago, but the bulk of it was like between Tuesday and Wednesday morning. It was just in the middle of the night. That was supposed to be. And so that's what we're referring to out there. So that's the prep I did. I made sure I put up all the electric tools in the garage. I made sure I had that bucket out there. So once it started raining, if something bad happened, I could just put that thing out there, catch some water. I thought about pre-filling it with my own water and putting it in the bathtub, but I was like, fuck that. I can just fucking fill it up with rain.
Remember me and Mom used to clean out the tubs or whatever and fill the tub with fresh water.
Fresh water, yeah.
Just in case you need extra drinking water, and we'd have bottled water. But that's a lot of gallons of water. Everybody get their showers and everything before the power goes out.
Well, and then
we're going to use this as a freshwater pond or whatever, if you have to.
Well, yeah, if it absolutely comes to it. And that's what I did. I made sure I filled up the Brita filter as much as I could. I made sure there was no food really in the fridge or freezer except for like condiments. I ate through all the food I had, and then I went out and then bought. So Monday night.
But a lot of people from out of state would not understand. But
Monday night was when it started getting to be like, okay, this is something to maybe kind of worry about. And our managers were like, we're going to be closed Tuesday, but probably be reopening on Wednesday, which a lot of people did it backwards in the area. A lot of people were open on Tuesday and then closed on Wednesday because it just depended. It was supposed to happen in the middle of the night between Tuesday and Wednesday. So it just depended on people's attitude about what was going to be worse, the beginning or the end of that middle peak time,
which would have been Wednesday morning at 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right. So
as it passed Tampa
I did
Bay.
what everybody would do. I left work Monday night and I bought 2 cases of beer. I bought 4 packs of cigarettes. I was like, okay, and a buddy Rob actually told me about this, and he's like, just do this, and I hadn't thought about this, but I was like, what if I lose power? I was like, the main thing I'm concerned about is losing power, and I can drink warm beer, but if I have nothing to eat, I'm kind of screwed, and I'm staying home anyway. So I go over to the canned meat aisle, figure, okay, I'm going to buy some cans of like Hormel chicken in, water, the chicken breast, little processed whatever, but you can make good chicken salads, and a lot of people use that for their buffalo chicken dip. So I was like, okay, this is fine. And he's like, and then you don't want to buy a bottle of mayo, or you don't want to, rely on a bottle of mayo. He's like, because that could spoil. He's like, so when you go to the store to buy the 24 packs, just fucking yank a handful of Heinz mayo packets, and then you can just make it on the fly. And I didn't lose power, but I was like, you know what? I wonder how terrible this is. And I actually did.
We're still in the mayonnaise?
Well, I didn't know how terrible this might taste.
So you're telling me that you cut power to your house and you've just been eating these chicken
sandwiches? And the dumb thing was I didn't even like I said, I didn't want to buy any food that might spoil, so I didn't have anything decent to eat, and my power never went off. I just had a whole day off, and I was like, well, I'm going to act like I'm camping and roughing it right now. And all I did was
did you go out in the yard?
I opened a can of that shit. I dumped it into the bowl. I mixed 4 packets of mayonnaise with a whole can, one of those fat girl cans. Put a little bit of sriracha in there. Mixed it all together. Bought the Hawaiian sliders and just loaded them things up. Cool. Had some barbecue chips.
What'd you watch?
He's like, I made about 10 sandwiches.
I listened to the fucking radio all
sold
day.
A bunch of crackheads.
So that was like camping and roughing it.
I hit a record. I think I hit a record on Tuesday. I think I hit a record on Tuesday with beers drank in a single day for me personally. I drank 25 beers on Thursday.
Good. That's good. That means you had to drive after the 24th to go grab
all day.
Case.
It was all day, but I drank 25 beers on Thursday or Tuesday. That was
proud.
It was a lot of fun.
A beer an hour.
Proud.
A beer an hour.
Basically, just I was staying vigilant, and honestly, there was no rain, there was no wind, there was nothing. There was a little bit of rain, but like it was nothing. I was checking the cameras. I was looking out the windows. I was sitting in the garage listening to the radio for most of it.
I was drinking beers,
but I was checking out the windows, out the blinds.
I was going to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to the garage, to the window, to the bathroom, to the kitchen. You were just like the reconnaissance.
You probably didn't do anything different.
You guys you were like the reconnaissance plate of the National Oshu Granite.
Oshu Granite.
NOAA. The hurricane watchers.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, hurricane watchers.
But you did the same
I'm better
shit.
Mitch McConnell.
You
I
did the
caught
same
myself.
shit, and you were off school, so you didn't have to even
I'm
worry
better
about
Mitch
going back to
McConnell.
work.
I caught myself, and I know the answer to that question.
Ryan, what'd you do?
Volunteered at the local sandbag community.
Bullshit. You were drunk by fucking
You
10 a.m.
sandbagger. You didn't do
Sandbagging
that.
son
No,
of a
Dad
bitch.
came over 2 days ago to help put up some
That
stuff.
was Mom order.
But
Yeah, because he stopped by mine afterwards.
yeah, no, it was chill. I
So
mean,
what'd you
we
do?
did
You
the
just
whole
hung
thing.
out?
That was the
we just,
easiest job I've-
Yeah, we made lasagna. We never lost power, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just watched TV and just hung out.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
pretty
you
much.
guys
It
probably-
just drank. I mean,
You
yeah.
and your lady probably could have used a day to just relax and not have to run around and go on a date or do anything fancy, but just literally sit around in your PJs all
because
day.
you can't go anywhere. And
I'll bet you guys $5 a piece that this guy's delivering that
I bet
Gibson
$5.
Les
I
Paul
bet
that Mom's
I
going to
bet
buy me
$50
because
that
I was
you didn't hear anything Ryan just said.
I bet
Dad's
$50.
just been spending.
I'm going to deliver you to the mafia, motherfucker, so you can get swimming with the fishes in the Shore Acres Sea.
Please shut up. Please shut up.
But yeah, no, literally, Dad's just been staring out the window at an Amazon Prime vehicle for the last.
If you
30
ever
seconds.
wanna distract our
that's
father.
that's what we're dealing with over here at the Tiger Kids. But yeah, but everybody's safe. There was literally no damage here in the
Nope,
Tampa Bay
nope.
area. Thank God. Our hearts and prayers go out to those in
Shore Acres.
some of the regions that got hit a little worse.
Shore Acre people.
Yeah, our old Shore Acre people, our old hood. Hopefully you guys didn't get too much water in the house. Hopefully everybody was sandbagged up. And I don't think anybody got any real bad winds, so I doubt there's a whole lot of damage to roofs or windows and
trees
stuff
down,
like that.
no, probably
Yeah,
not.
I mean, just little limbs and shit like that. It's funny because speaking of the high winds, like I said, the high winds are going to be pretty heavy. They were expecting 60, 70 mile an hour winds. Obviously eastward because of the way that thing blows counterclockwise, and easterly, or actually west of my driveway, there's this fence, and it's not the greatest looking fence, but it's not on my property. It's the neighbor's property. Turns out they actually rent, and they were like, the landlord's not coming over today to secure this fence at all, and this thing could be blowing over. And I'm like, all right, okay. Well, here, let me preface the story. Okay, so I'm out in the backyard. I'm cleaning shit up. I got the shed unlocked. I'm picking up 2x4s and shit that's kind of just been left out from the garage renovation and even from the shed build, some small pieces. I'm just making sure everything's in there. A loose window, just a loose window, fully paned in, that's just out in the yard. I was like, I'm just gonna make sure that's just in case. And then I got my AirPods in, so I'm listening to the news and I don't hear anything. And I turn around and there's this girl just standing up on the fence, staring at me. I'm like, Joe, shit, what the fuck?
Hey, whoa!
Oh, ha, oh, hey, and I take, I always had that same look whenever
And she looks like that pale-faced girl in
the Shining or the Ring or something.
whatever. She's like
I know what
Adam's
you're talking-
Family girl or something
Oh,
like that.
Wednesday at no, this wasn't a goth
just
girl.
looking
Wasn't a
at
goth
ya.
girl. But then I do that thing where I pull out the AirPod, and the face that I probably make every time I have to pull out the AirPod, because I used to have to do it downtown a lot, by just homeless people walk and ask me for cigarettes and shit. The face I must make, and I was like, she's like, sorry to bother you, and she's trying to do this cute neighborly rom-com flirt. I can tell because she's giggling. I'm like, and when I do the eyebrows, that means let's get to it, please. What are we doing? And she's like, there's a fence that I know my landlord's not going to come fix, and I'm kind of concerned about it now. They've had couches out on the curb for 2 days with a scheduled pickup of tomorrow, Friday. And she's like, we were just wondering, might be a good idea if we can just line these couches up, but on your driveway on that side of the fence, so that if they blow a little bit, it doesn't fall over, especially onto my car, which, then that's what sold me
You
immediately.
usually pull up pretty far.
Well, I normally pull up pretty close to the garage, but during the storm, I pulled as close to the house as I could, too. You know what I mean? Normally, I park right down the center. And I was like, well, that's actually a pretty good fucking idea. And I was like, but I can't lift anything. And she's like, oh, no, we're going to do it. We were just asking for permission. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. So I was like, as long as that shit gets gone by Friday, like they say, because, I don't know people, or, I don't know these people. They could just been like, fuck it. Now it's his problem. He's got to get rid of it now. And
well, if it is, then that will put that couch right in front of that.
I am happy to report that I
thing
got
and
a
pull-
notification from my garage door camera just 30 minutes ago and showed them lifting the couches out and back onto the curb. So that is gone.
Now back to you, Jason.
And now back to you, Jason. But another thing, Dad was over, Ryan.
We see lots of that this weekend.
After Dad left your house, he comes over to my place and just to check on me. And he's like, where you? He calls me and goes, what you doing? And I'm like, listen to the radio. I'm sitting in the garage drinking beer. I go, I'm in the garage, man. He goes, why don't you open that door?
Don't talk dirty to Dad.
Why don't you open that?
Perfect.
No, he goes,
sounds
he goes,
awesome.
why don't you open the door? And I'm like, are you here? And he goes, yeah, I just leaving Ryan's. And I was like, all right, hold on. Let me make sure this little fucker's not around here anywhere. And he wasn't. Opened the door. And Dad walks in, immediately just go grab a beer because you don't even have to ask Dad if he wants a beer. If he's, touting around and making sure his boys are all taken care of.
Yeah.
And
that was nothing at our house.
So he goes
for you
in to
do.
take a piss. And then I just see this lady, that same fence I'm talking about, impedes a good portion of my view from the left side of that.
Oh,
of
the
street.
Mo-looking haircut lady?
No, this just random lady that I've never seen before that does not live there. But see, here's the thing. This is Tuesday, and trash pickup did not happen. So everybody's fucking dumpsters are full. I live by myself. My dumpster's usually not that full. I see this lady literally pop up halfway through my driveway, curve around the neighbor's fence that I'm talking about, and start walking towards my trash can with a trash bag and a lampshade. And I'm like, excuse me? And she goes, is this their trash can? And she's on her phone, and I'm like, bitch, that's not their trash can. This is my fucking trash can.
And that phone wasn't even turned on.
And you're just literally, you have too much trash at your place somewhere on this street. I don't know where you fucking live, but somewhere on the street, you have way too much trash in your trash can, and they didn't come and pick it up today, and you're nervous about the storm. And she's like, oh, is this not? And I go, no, I don't know. And she goes, do you know where their trash can's at? I go, no, I have no idea. And she goes, oh, okay, and turns around and mischievously walks around the corner of the fence again. And then got
a bunch of trash people.
About 2 minutes later, well, probably would have been
when I left.
Probably about 1 minute, walks back around and looking at my dumpster again. And I was going to be like, if this bitch takes 3 more steps towards my dumpster, like she's
hitting her
gonna
with a rock,
like she's gonna dump and run.
I'm gonna fucking
and she goes, I can't find it. Do you know where it is? I go, I have no clue. And then she just walks up to their mail post on the street and leans the trash bag and the lampshade, as if there's not about to be.
See you later, man. Have a good day. All right.
As if there's not about to be 60-mile-an-hour winds, possibly. And I was just like, wow, this is just great. This is my first year. This is so I'm getting to see like what it's like when Cracky Town, I don't live in like a bad neighborhood or a crack, but there are some crackheads. There are some crackheads. There are some crackheads. So
I think what you're experiencing is something that Dad and myself or Adam, Mom's never experienced, and that's the fact that when cats feel the barometer, the pressure, barometric pressure,
they get a little
squirrely,
stir crazy.
So these crackheads,
there is a full moon. There is a full moon,
and they get a
blue moon
weird.
Or king moon.
They all
or
start
whatever.
walking
they call
around,
it
getting all jittery.
Yeah, trying to figure out where they're going to put their trash.
They say it's a blue moon or a king moon both.
King moon.
They call it two
blue
things. Blue moon.
I saw you standing around.
You know what happened was India, when India just sent, they made landfall.
Love of my own. Start a gang and just start an acapella group. Well, guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. I mean, we're all safe. We hope you guys are safe out there too. If you guys are up there in the Big Bend area and the Panhandle, let us know if there's anything we can possibly, advertise for you out there. If you need anything, we'll do it next show. I guess just drop on in and email us, theycallsthebreeze@gmail.com. If you need anything specific, we can put the alert out. Some people in the Florida area listen to us, so you never know. And we hope you guys are out there being safe. That's for sure. And we love each and every one of you. And we'll do it again next year. We'll do it again next year.
Oh, we're not signing off for good. We didn't go bankrupt.
Oh, I'm
just
talking about the hurricanes. I'm just talking about the hurricanes. We got lucky this time.
Like we were going to say you were saying goodbye forever.
But yeah, guys, Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra episode 110. We'll be right back with celebrity birthdays. Dad, what do you say?
See you in a minute.
All right.
We will be right back.
Catch you later.
Promise.
Yeah, we'll catch you in a bit. Bye.
No matter what he says.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was in Costco.
August 31st.
All of those days.
All of those days.
Let's get drunk! Yeah! dope as fuck.
Well, hey guys, welcome back. They call us a breeze, episode 110 here at the Tiger Cage. Yeah, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday. You can catch us. But, of course, if you can't catch us live on YouTube, you can always get us every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip. So, episode 110 coming at you. Just released a new Drunken cover. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But, yeah, just out here hanging out and just counting our blessings. Looking
at
the sunny and hot sky once again.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
All
sunny
that
in
breeze
Tampa
is
Bay.
definitely gone.
There's clouds rolling through.
There was breeze a little bit earlier today, but the breeze is finally gone.
And two real small
but we're not
showers.
Gone. But we're not gone. We're going to stay out here for you guys. We got celebrity birthdays to talk about here. Now, for the very first time in history, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Breachek is ahead of Ryan.
Wrong.
For the very first time in long history,
and
Mike Breachek is ahead of Ryan by 4 points. Ryan has 301 and Dad has 305. They started off the last episode tied at 300. They both hit the 300 mark the week prior, and that was just incredible. I was like, who's going to get it first? And they both got it. And I was like, all right. So literally, who's going to get it first? And I think Dad got it first. Ryan cleaned up on the end.
Well, don't worry.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so
we'll get it back.
You feeling good? Feeling confident, guys? Feeling confident? Celebrity birthdays, guys. We're going to ask Dad and Ryan these birthdays, famous celebrity birthdays, and whoever gets closest to the pin gets it. And, of course, if they both are equidistant from it, they will split the point. They'll each get a point. And, like I said, Ryan kind of...
Those are fair... Yeah.
Ryan kind of reigned supreme for the last 300 points, I would say. And now Dad is finally on top, and we'll see how it goes.
Now you can fly.
Happy birthday!
This is your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yay!
Happy fucking birthday! There's no birthday party for you here.
All right, for the first celebrity birthday we have up tonight, Ryan, avert your eyes, you pervert. This guy basically made Jackie Chan funny. He was alongside him in some comedy movies in the mid-'90s, late '90s. That finally Jackie Chan was in some of these funny movies, and they did 2 or 3 of these movies. I think they're called Rush Hour, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He's a very gotta love him in Friday as Smokey. Super super influential movie. It was our generation's Cheech and Chong. He was basically our Cheech. It is a very happy birthday. Goes out to Mr. Chris Tucker. It is Ryan's turn first tonight.
I'm going to say Chris Tucker's probably like 54.
I was thinking 56 or 7. So we'll go with 6.
Ryan is going to get it. He is 52 today, Chris Tucker. Hey, man, don't tell anybody I'm back here.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Smokey taking his shit. Yeah, man, fucking love Friday. Love Rush Hour. The first one, second one was pretty funny. I fell off after that. I was like, I don't have the patience for
Rush Hour referee.
Next guy, named America's Sexiest Man on Earth plenty of times in the mid-late 80s, early 90s. He was the John in Pretty Woman who changed Julia Roberts' life around.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. Happy birthday goes out to him today. Dad, you're up first on Richard Gere.
74.
Dad's 74 years old.
73.
Ryan's 73 years old. One of you got the double bubble. It was Dad.
Oh.
The grin on his face was he heard that on the radio today.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
you probably did.
No, but I mean, through my smart news and everything, I keep reading about him. He's in the news every now and again.
It's hard not to cheat with that one.
And think about it. He was probably 30 or 40 something when he was
Pretty
Officer
Woman.
and Gentleman.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and Pretty Woman, he was probably
even older. So he was already gray at that time.
You don't have to explain it, Mike. You got it. Double bubble. All right.
You're a cheater.
Next guy up.
Got that point back and added one.
I drafted this guy.
Hey, that's how you do math.
I drafted this guy for my first ever fantasy football team.
Oh God!
And I repeated the draft on him on the
Trent
second
Dilfer.
year. I repeated the draft on him in the second
Because that's the only guy I know.
All right, motherfucker, listen up. I played fantasy football probably 2007, 2008, and 2009.
Really?
I drafted him for the first year. I redrafted him the second year, not knowing that I wasn't going to get the same results as the first year, and I did not draft him the third year. I don't think he was even available. He might have retired by then. Played for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Warner.
Or I'm sorry, the
Arizona
Arizona
Cardinals.
Cardinals, not the St. Louis Rams. Sorry, I'm thinking about the baseball team. Yeah. So played for the Cardinals, and he was a wide receiver.
Larry
Hey,
Johnson.
First name's correct.
Larry Fitzgerald, I mean.
Larry Fitzgerald, and Ryan's up first. Happy birthday goes out to Larry Fitzgerald.
He ain't 50-something yet, I don't
He's
think. He can't be
probably
in his 40s, right? Or
50 on the dot.
you think? I'm going 49 to be safe.
That'll get it because it's actually only 40 years old today.
Oh,
I was going to say like around the 30s. But when you
should've-
did that, I was like, fuck, I'm going for this because I really don't know.
Well, he did good for me the first year I drafted him, and apparently he was on his way out because the second year was not as pretty.
But Larry Fitzgerald, man.
He had some hands, man.
Boy,
He had some hands.
That boy caught
and
everything.
he had some sticks.
And
He had some
he
sticks.
could run and he caught everything.
Yeah.
He was like
Velcro. Yeah.
a Antonio Bryant with a brain in his skull.
All right. Back at you, AB. I know we've talked about you in the past. All right. Next birthday.
Well, God damn it, we would talk about it if he
goddamn.
wouldn't have
So
played
this
for
is
us.
Ryan. Ryan, you're back up. Larry. Oh, wait. That's right. Dad won that one. Okay. So here we go. Next birthday we have up for you.
Taking names.
Into the Mystic, probably one of his best songs, but most people would know the You're My Brown-Eyed Girl. Very happy birthday goes out to Mr. Van Morrison. Dad is up first on that one.
75.
75.
77.
Ryan's almost on the double bubble. He is 78 today.
I know he's got to be up there because that was in his 60s, right? Van Morrison came out.
Well, not his 60s.
70.
That would have
no,
been
not
18
his
years ago.
60s.
In the 60s, yeah.
The music.
Yeah.
Was the music not in the 60s?
Yeah, like Brown Eyed Girl, that would have been like late 60s, early 70s, maybe.
So I'm
you know what I mean?
Okay, he's way...
Into the Mystic probably came
so
mid-70s.
You can add 40 years to whatever.
All right, last birthday. Funny enough, Ryan, avert your eyes, you pervert. We talk about this guy all the time because we talk about this show all the time. Dad, Ryan, and I both talk about it. We just remember a good time where we used to sit down and watch family TV together. Not just that 70s
Oh, you're
show,
talking
not just
about,
Home Improvement, but we talk about Titus all the time. And
Titus, yeah.
Christopher Titus playing the main character of Christopher Titus,
Stacey
and then you had
Keach.
Stacy Keach playing the dad, but you had his dumb little brother
I don't know.
named
him.
Dave
I don't remember. him.
Titus.
Kinda.
Oh, yes.
And
He's in
fun,
The Departed and all that.
well, fun fact about this guy, I'm gonna put him up for our listeners here. Fun fact about this guy, I didn't realize it, but you remember Titus had that like ginger, redhead little brother, but they were both grown, you know what I mean, in the show. And his name was Dave, and he was kind of airheady, and he was kind of stupid, and he got into a lot of accidents and shit. That was like the best part of the show. He was the comic relief, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
Like you had Mean Dad, you had Chris Titus, and then you had Dave,
but
the
I don't
fucking
remember
idiot
much
brother.
about him because Titus was.
Do you know who he originally was?
No.
He was Scut Farkas from the Christmas Story. The little redhead kid with the coonskin cap and the braces.
really?
That he beat the shit out
No
of.
shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I did not fucking know that.
Well,
So,
he's 80.
I didn't.
If the question
He
is
played
how
a
old that
little.
guy is,
He played
he's
a
got to
little
be
kid in a Christmas Story, which was not in the 50s.
in the 50s.
No, it was set in the 50s. It was done in the 70s or 80s. Let's get real, Mike. All right.
Still 80.
Zach Ward, finally getting around to it. Zach Ward, happy birthday.
70 years old.
We're talking about the younger brother of Christopher Titus on the show
80.
Titus.
Oh.
We're talking about the younger brother of Christopher Titus on the show Titus. And I just heard 70-something and I heard 80.
Okay, I'll go with 66.
No, I'm going to go with he's probably 50.
Ryan's going to be way closer. He is 53 today. Very good, boys.
Happy birthday!
It was the Christmas Story that threw me.
It's set in a retro time.
It was exactly the Christmas Story.
But that is set like 20, 30 years before that movie was filmed.
Hey, it was in the 50s.
Oh, my God, these idiots. I love you both. And the man you've become. Guys, they call it the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo Sierra.
Yeah.
Hanging out here. Ryan and I
We
just
did
finally,
something
we
huge, man.
so we did, the drunken cover videos. Dad, you haven't seen this one yet. And I'm afraid to show this one because the vocals are a little hard to do. And, but Ryan and I rocked the shit out of a drunken cover video, about 2 months ago. and it's just been sitting on the shelf because I've been working on the garage and I've been busy and I haven't had time to finish it and do all that stuff. But it's officially out now. It dropped during the Tuesday of the hurricane because I had nothing better to do except for sit around and drink and listen to the radio.
Catch back up from.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, I am super fucking proud of this one. I've watched it at least 20 times since I posted it on Tuesday.
Oh, so you're 20 of the 50 views.
I'm
that we have.
20
Well,
of the
then
50
it should
views.
be pretty good.
No, it doesn't recount your view. It's actually very
Well,
good.
then you could put it on.
I'm just very proud of this guy. He came in one day after the show. We went straight back to my house. We set up the Drunken Cover Studios, and we got things rolling. And we played. He played rhythm guitar and bass. I played drums. We got some really good takes. Something was going on with my Telecaster that night, so I was like, I need to restring this and set up the action a little better and tweak some things. So we'll get to this,
Well,
sometime
if you
later
don't
this
think it's real good, then you could probably set up a foundation to where you can raise money for people on the spectrum or something.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
Spectrum News.
exactly. But yeah, so guys, if you go out to tigercagemedia.com, you can figure out where to watch that. It's right up on our homepage. But then also just go, if you're already a subscriber, if you already have the notifications, you should have gotten the notification.
Yeah, you should
When-
drop what you're
Tuesday
doing
or
right
Wednesday
now, whatever
when-
project
yeah.
you're working on for your boss.
It
and
sounds
watch it.
great. I love it, and it was fun. And we're gonna work on more of them. But yeah, we just finally got around to that, and I'm super happy about that.
We should take some requests.
I thought about like doing like a maybe not like open requests, but like a poll that is set where maybe we have like 4 songs up there and be like
With a
which
certain theme.
Oh yeah.
Like,
where
which-
they request a bunch, and
Well,
then
which one do you want to hear first out of
and
these
then
4?
the 4 most top requests.
Well, not even that. No, I'm not even saying like straight up. I don't want an open forum request. I don't want them to just name any songs.
You know who else
Oh,
didn't want an
I'm
open
saying give
forum
them
of
4
requests?
options and
Hitler.
be like, which one?
Oh,
you guys,
okay.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I got you.
That way, where they're
we
not
could all learn it for the.
If the
in a
number
week's
one
time
request
if we
is
needed to
if the
over
number
your
one
house.
request is fucking Van Halen Panama, we're
Well,
fucked.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can
Well, we
somebody
better
pick the
find a way to
Skyway to
do
Heaven
it.
like or can you guys
Skyway
twin
to-
like Joe Walsh and
Skyway to Heaven, dude. Did you hear it? Skyway to Heaven, bruh.
can you guys twin like Joe Walsh and Don Felder on Stairway to or
Skyway to
no
Heaven.
Hotel California?
No, yeah, hotel, yeah,
We'll try.
they did it. Yeah.
We'll do our best.
So got a lot more coming up tonight on the show. Of course, we're gonna finally get around to talking about that My Pet Alien and what we're gonna show them, where we're gonna take them.
I know
what we're gonna
exactly
do with 'em.
where I'm going to take them. Number 1
But
spot.
before we split, I need some advice because Hostess comes in the other night and she shows me a little video, and she doesn't even preface with what it is. She's just like, check this out, and I was like, and it's 2 gray and 2 black kittens rolling around, and they've got the baby blue eyes. You can tell their eyes have just opened, and she goes, they're my mom's kittens. She's getting rid of them. They were just born in 8 weeks. They're free. You want one? And I've been waiting for this exact circumstance for a little while to get Benny a little brother, possibly. And I'm like, shit. And I look, and they're so cute. And I'm like, fuck.
They are when they're little.
Like, okay, give me like a day or 2 to think about it. You know, and there's like 4 or 5 in the video. I think 5. But I'm like, yeah, give me a day. She's like, okay, all right, just let me know. And I was like, and then like 30 minutes later, I was like, I'll take one. And I was like, tell your mom I'm first on the list. I want a male. I need a male. Can't have a female. And I'd prefer a black one so that I can name him Jet.
yeah.
I have Benny, who's
Benny
gray.
in the jet.
And then I have a little black one named Jet. I'm just saying, you know, lightning strikes in a bottle every once in a while, and you get these ideas. And I think that was just, I think that was a killer idea.
Big Elton John fan. You know what? Why does always ask?
Why is everybody always?
Why does everyone always ask me that?
Packer. Big Elton
Dude,
John fan?
I would love
Why
to
the hell
see-
does everybody always ask me
I want
that?
to be over when you introduce the new cat to
Oh
Benny.
my
though.
God! That's kind of the advice I
Benny
need.
will
you know?
probably take
I got
him
a minute.
under
I
his
got a
wing.
minute before we have to get out of
In
here.
this
for the,
corner, weighing
for the
14
break.
pounds, we got Benny.
Do you
The
think it's gonna?
bravado?
Do you think it's
No.
gonna? I think with like him being a little baby kitten, Benny will like really try to
And in this
adopt
corner,
it.
Yeah, 100%.
in the black
That's what I think.
corner,
And Mike's
weighing black, Kevin Hart.
interrogating right now.
No, I
Taking
think it'll
on
be.
Benny.
I think it'll be one of those things where it's like Benny doesn't seem any threat to it, and it's like, oh, this is a little baby.
I
You
need to
will be mine.
I need to protect this and show it all the cool
This is
things.
what
will
it's like
be
in
mine.
prison, bitch.
This is where we look out the window.
Yeah,
This is where we destroy Dad's blinds.
yeah.
This is where I shit. You shit over there.
And then
Because you shit here, I'm not
Jet's
shit
gonna
out
find
of you.
out something and teach Benny something. He's gonna be like, I did not see that before. Thank
Well,
you
and
very
also-
much for showing me that.
Also, Benny's, getting a little older, and I think his bedroom, like, he was up there the other day. I mean, he still plays on it, but I think the little one would really enjoy, like, an amusement
yeah.
park, Benny's little furniture in his room. The little one would, like, as soon as he can get, like, yeah, he's gonna be, like, hanging out up there.
And then when
all
the little
time.
one gets a little,
really get my money's worth out
the
of it,
li-
you know what I
when
mean?
the little one gets not to be such a little one anymore, and if he tears something up, Benny be like, "Oh, don't be looking at me, motherfucker. I
Yeah.
had shit to do with that. I was out there sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
I come out here and them fucking
It's.
shades are shredded.
I think I should do it, but I think it's gonna be an undertaking. That's for sure. I don't know. I feel like I should do it. I feel like I should just do it.
You've been. I mean, you
I
talked
mean, I did-
about
I
it
did
at
put
work.
my name
you
on the
talked
list.
about it today. I think you subconsciously you really want to do it.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Now,
Well,
where do
I
you
just-
stop? 9, 10?
No, just 2. I just
Yeah,
want.
exactly.
The kid is only 2 years old.
Hey, we're fixing to
The kid is
have
only
a-
2 years old, and he's probably got 18 to 20 years on this planet. I can get a little brother for him now, and they can hang out the whole time. And then
Or
when
you
he
can find
dies,
a-
it's like, boom, bonus cat for 2 more years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm done. And then I'm 50 something, and I'm just like, I'm done. Probably not.
No,
That's when it takes over.
That's
That's
when
when
that- that's
when
when
it
you'll
takes
double
over.
up.
That's what it's like. All right, I'll take
Or you-
6. I'll
you
take
can-
all 6.
or
I'll
you-
take the whole shelter.
You can find a woman that you want to hang out with.
I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of the same because they're bitchy.
I'd say
and
you'd
they're-
have your pick out
they're
there where you live.
nitpicky, and yeah, I don't know.
Well, you
see.
can go to the shelter. You can find one.
Yeah. We'll-
I mean, just walk around your neighborhood. I mean, they'd be like, a bunch of them was like,
Oh,
you got
there's-
a house over there?
there's one that specifically lays in the middle of my driveway and stares at Benny through the front window, and just like what, bitch? I'm out here. You're in there. What are you gonna do?
Are we
And
talking about a girl or are we talking about a cat?
I don't know. It's a cat. I don't know if it's a girl or boy, but as soon as I
But
pull,
it's an animal.
as
It's
soon
not
as
like a woman.
It's like catching your kids fucking in the bedroom when you get home. It's like so many times I pull into that driveway and this cat's sitting right in the middle within eye shot, and Benny's up on the windowsill under the blinds against the window, and they're looking at each other or
Hey,
whatever. And then I
baby.
pull in, and she
look
darts,
nice in my
she hauls
driveway.
ass the other way. And I'm just like, "What's up, buddy?" And he's like, "Rrr." "Like you
Fuck
fucked
you.
up, you fucked up,
You got a big stack? Yeah.
you fucked up my date, man." Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 110. We'll be right back with a little more talk. Dad, what do you say? Yeah.
I still have. I'm still
Got
looking at your driveway.
image, yeah, with the cats. Yeah, Ryan.
I'm still watching Dad looking at the driveway.
And I'm still thinking about the driveway. We'll be right back, guys.
Betty's
Bye.
like, what the?
That does sound good.
Guys, welcome back. They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live here from the Tiger Cage. Episode 110. Just make sure you guys are going out to YouTube and subscribing to our channel. We just released the new Drunk and Cover video with me and Ryan covering one of my favorite bands of all time. And this song probably came out when I was about 4th or 5th grade on an album called Recovering the Satellites. It's Counting Crows' second track on that album, Angels of the Silence. It's a badass track. Those of you that
It's
do
pretty
like...
good.
Those of you that like 90s, college rock, and that definitely followed Counting Crows will know which song I'm talking about. So go check that out on our YouTube channel, Tiger Cage Media. Make sure you subscribe, ring that little bell for notifications
ding,
whenever we
ding,
do
ding,
drop
ding,
videos
ding,
like
ding.
that. And and then just go to Tiger Cage Media, buy up some shirts. So before we get into, my pet alien is what I'm calling this segment. I just wanted to say real quick something you guys can make fun of me for here. The storm came and went. And I was like, all right, cool. I didn't lose power. I was fortunate. I was sitting in the garage last night when I got home from work, and I noticed that, there's 3 light bulbs that are above the garage door, right there. I noticed them kind of like, they're kind of dimming and coming back on like every 30 seconds. every 30 seconds or something like that, or a minute. Like every 30 seconds to a minute, they're like doing like a quick dim, and like if you're not looking, you won't even catch it. But I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And all I can think is, a hurricane just happened. There's probably a lot of people with down power lines still maybe around me that I don't know about, and the guys are working on the lines, and it might be a little weird. But I haven't experienced that anywhere else in the house,
Your light bulbs might do that right before they go out, I think.
Well, if it's doing
I think I've experienced
three of
that.
them in tandem,
But just one.
three of them in tandem are just going dim, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, okay, hopefully it's just like a power restoration issue that I'm dealing with here.
Yeah, I don't
hopefully
know.
that's good. Hopefully that's going to be fine. And then I'm in there today, about 8:30, 9 a.m. is when I'm up and I'm in the garage.
I thought you meant one was flickering a little bit or something.
No, like all three of them are just like when like
in
when
unison. In unison.
when I run my washer dryer, when the washer goes on to like a new cycle and like the spin cycle, like they do
It
that
pulls power.
that little thing for a
pulls
second,
power.
and it's doing that every 30 seconds to a minute, and I'm like, fuck, okay. And that's last night. So today I'm out there doing pre-show prep, and I'm noticing, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's still doing this. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know why that would
And I'm
do
checking
that.
for winds, and I'm checking for rain, and I'm like, I don't understand. I got no idea. Like, it's doing this like, one of these appliances in the garage is pulling, power.
Well, I could understand that.
So I get in the shower today around 1:30, and there's a slow, steady bead leak out of the faucet. And I realize the hot water knob is not completely tightened. And it's hot water that's running in a nice little bead into my bathtub that has been since I took a shower yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
You follow me here?
Mm-hmm.
So that hot water heater was literally working all night and all afternoon until I went and got in the shower again.
But not hard because you're not using
But
much water.
enough to where literally I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Wait a minute. And it was a steady bead, a nice steady bead, not like a dripping bead, but a nice steady bead coming out of the bathtub of hot water.
So you think it's the one, that's what's kicking
It's
those
the
lights
hot
low.
water heater just kind of
Sapping power.
slowly working.
Not if it's dripping. It's not working that hard.
Not a drip, but like a stream.
Did you fix it?
So when I tightened it up after my shower, when I realized, I was like, oh shit, I tightened it up. I went and sat out in the garage for like 10 minutes, and I would have seen it happen according to my schedule about 3 or 4 times, and I just sat there for like 10 minutes before I left, and nothing. So it was my hot water heater working, having to work, knowing hot water was leaving it at a stream. I mean, I'm not
what
like
kind
a
of stream?
beaded
I mean,
like not a beaded stream, that first phase of a
like
thick
a
stream.
small straw in a WD-40
Yeah,
can?
yeah.
Well, okay.
So I let that on for 24 hours on accident, and that's why my hot water
Eric,
heater.
you're a dumbass.
So I just wanted to give you guys a reason to make fun of me. That's all I was doing. But yeah, so that's what my
As soon as
flicker.
this show's over, we're gonna have a meeting.
I was like kind of concerned. I was like, God damn it! I'm going to fucking phone the power company,
Well,
put in a
now
work
they-
ticket because there's something wrong with this pole after the storm, and it's not feeding my house consistent power. And I was like, what the fuck do I do with this? And then,
I'm proud of you. That's part of being a homeowner, figuring shit out.
well, just
Yeah,
figuring out
just
you're
turn
an
off
idiot.
your-
And-
Well,
Water.
just figuring shit out. I mean, you don't know until you start running around figuring, okay, this didn't work.
Well, I
that
got in the
didn't work.
shower today and I was like, what the fuck? And I twisted it all the way. And I was like, oh, shit. This little bead of hot water's been running all fucking night.
And shit's going to happen for the rest of your life as long as you own a home. And
So,
you just have to figure stuff out.
It's probably going to be like
Fortunately
a 20.
for you guys, you have YouTube videos and you can Google something.
That's
and say,
also true.
Hey, why is this doing
But now
this?
you do too, and you do it a lot. So
Yeah, I do. But I didn't when I was your age or 20 and had my first house. It was like, does anybody know how to do this? I had Dick Rife. I had Mike. Joe, I didn't even ask.
yeah, that's a different story altogether. Yeah, so
I
something,
hope you're not watching tonight.
something we
If
meant
you
to
are, I love
talk
you.
about last.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. Something we meant to talk about last episode, but they're doing it. They're here. Okay, they've ascended upon us, and the government knows it, and we have video proof now, and it's only a matter of time before they assimilate into our population. And I would only assume that I would hope it's kind of like a Mac and Me situation or like an ET situation where you have this thing that's not threatening and it's half your size. Mm-hmm. It's smaller than you.
Something
cute, and you're not threatened by it. Because, I mean, if they come walking out, 7-8 foot,
something that
slender,
you can imprint on that doesn't have its own agenda.
like a baby Yoda, perhaps. Kind of like a new kitten. You want something, when you get your first pet alien, you don't know how it's going to go. You want something small, something young. You want to kind of
don't go big. I mean, when Mom bought,
we're not going to have a choice.
When Mom got me Alf, that was a mistake.
Well,
I mean,
Mike, I take offense to that. But no, yeah. So I mean, they're coming. We're all going to be assigned our own pet alien. It's going to happen. And I've seen the memes. You've seen the memes, right?
oh yeah.
They're like, so anyway, it's always
It's like after the third trip to Cumberland between me and Bill was like,
no, they're doing.
You're not going again.
You're sort of right, because the meme that everyone keeps recycling, but they put their own word. Like the definition of a meme is a picture that everybody puts their own words on. You know what I mean? They all they reuse the meme over and over and over and over again, but they serve it for their own purpose.
So what's meme mean?
It
means your personal expression of something. Is that what it means?
Meme by definition, I think I looked it up one time. I think it was something to do with like a creation or symbol or something that is used in different context.
I read that
to
too,
serve,
and I was
to
like,
serve a greater
that helps
purpose.
me out.
Like,
whatsoever.
it was a very confusing title. But either way, you have this one.
I asked what it meant.
You have this one that keeps.
And now I'm more confused than I was.
You have the one that keeps circulating around where this dude's in a truck with like this fucking alien in the passenger seat, and everyone keeps writing their own subtitle, and it says, so anyway, this is Bring Me the Horizon, which is like a band name, and you just wonder like. And the alien looks so bored. And I'm just like, what am I going to play him in my car that he's just going to be like, all right, that kind of slaps a little bit. Or where am I going to take him to eat? You know what I mean? Be like, hey, man, try this shit. And be like, all right, man, that kind of slaps. Like, what am I going to do to make this alien trust me? To be like, all right, dude, I'll chill with you. Like, because everyone's going to get an alien. I mean, we're just going to have to look after them.
I have one.
Yeah, I mean, you already have yours, but so maybe we can get some insight on it.
I don't have.
But I'm thinking the first thing I introduce him to, I want to go like product. What's the first product you introduce them to? Where's the first place you take them? Like, where do you like to go to have fun? And just get in from there. The first product I'm definitely going to introduce to my alien is beer. I want to know how it affects their body. I want to know.
Hey, Willie.
I want to know if like him and I can get on like some more, like, as long as we're already communicative, as long as there's either he's shooting brainwaves into my head or we're able to speak the same language. He knows English, as long as that's already taken care of, then I'm just going to get him drunk. And then I want to hear like, hey man, tell me the truth.
Is it tight? You like it?
All right, we're
Hey,
out.
Willie, why do they make these things so hard to open?
We're out to kill you guys. We're just pretending. Man, we can't let this. I know it's terrible, man, but dude, we can't let this happen. I know, man, but like the guys
drunk right now?
The guys are already doing it. And this beer is this stuff you guys call beer is fucking great, man.
On Melmac, we had
cats.
And we ground them into a cider.
Well, there's olive oil and then there's cat oil. How do you think we get cat oil? Anyway, yeah, so you got your little guy, and I'm just going to literally just introduce him to beer. I'm not going to give him the hard stuff right out the bat. I'm not going to give him Jack Daniels, but just kind of see like if he
talking
could.
About the new kitty or the...
Maybe, no.
Or Benny.
Talking about the alien, my pet alien.
The alien.
Stay with me, Mike. Stay with me.
We're going to need you here, buddy.
So,
well, you said new cat.
So I said, just like the new cat, what do you introduce? You got to do something. Anyway. So I think beer's the first choice. Kind of get a good barometer on how he can hang. Kind of like a first date, honestly. Kind of like a first date.
What do you think the alien's going to look like?
I'm hoping, like I said, that they're half our height. Like E.T., Mac and Me, lovable little
like a
thing.
jockey in Kentucky Derby.
Even though in Mac and Me, the parents were very large. But in E.T.'s world, they all
about the size of a jockey in the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I guess, if you want to get racist about it.
That's not racist.
Yeah, if you want to get gambling on it.
All right, Ryan, what product are you introducing your friend alien? We'll quit calling it my pet alien, my friend alien.
Product, product would be, shoot, man. I mean, if you're going, we'll go like another Vice. I want to like, I want to show him some weed. Let's go ahead and show him weed.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding. Yeah, I mean,
Take him down to the True Leave and just be like, all right.
Take him to a head shop.
Pick
and
us out
say,
something.
Hey, if you have any questions, they'll be like, "What is this?
Well, if he
What
goes,
is this glass piece?"
if he goes to a
Like,
head
he has a
shop,
lot of questions.
I'm fucking taking him golfing.
Are you with this guy?
well,
yeah,
that's
he has a lot
a
of
place.
questions.
That's a place, not a product.
I'm taking him golfing.
We're getting into places next. Before we go into golfing, what product are you showing him first?
tailor-made irons,
Ryan said he's showing him weed. I said beer.
golf clubs.
Oh, okay.
So you're just going to
Let's see
piggyback
where
off of
this is
that.
going.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to know what any of this shit is, and he's fucking scared.
I don't know
Well,
what any of this shit is.
Could
and
you
I'm fucking
imagine him?
scared.
I tell him just swing like this, and try to hit this into that whole way down there where that flag's at.
So now we're
Well, I
transitioning
would
into
do
where,
that.
what activity would you take them to do, or well, like what? So we have products. So I went with beer. Ryan went with weed. Dad's going with golf clubs, and now we're going into where would you take your alien for the first time? Dad's taking him golfing for sure.
Because I think
Now,
that
do you
would be
think-
hilarious.
Well, I think their fucking knowledge of angles and aerodynamics probably might
Yeah.
work out in their favor.
Yeah, and I don't care if you're a geometry major. If you never played golf, go swing a golf club and try to hit it straight.
All
Well,
right. Yeah,
who's
so
to
that's
say-
exactly. He's gonna be talking shit to aliens. Be like, "I told you guys, a hard game, right?" They're like, "Very hard, Mike.
Very hard,
Very
Mike.
hard. I thought I would be able to draw it in 180 yards out."
Where is this cart girl again? I like this cart girl. Where is the cart girl?
Yeah,
I
that's
want
the
the
best.
cart girl.
You're gonna love this, guys. You're gonna love this. You see that cart?
It's got booze on it.
A lot of booze on it.
E.T. Yeah.
Just like, all right, I'll take a Coors Light. I'll take a Coors Light too.
Do you have a light? Do you have a light? It's like these. I can't take these
You want
guys
Bud
anywhere.
Light, Coors Light, or Miller Light?
Fucking
We got
shit.
all kinds of 3
You're
lights.
at mangroves. No,
Aliens.
mangroves. Mangroves.
Mangroves.
What's
No,
mangrove?
Mangroves.
What's mangroves?
I do not see this. There is no I after the A or no E after the N. I don't see this mangroves you speak of. It's mangroves.
Mulligan.
Oh, my
you
God.
already know that term? You know that term. Okay, now I know you played golf before, alien. Mulligan. Okay, okay.
Breakfast shot.
Breakfast shot.
Breakfast shot.
So clear you've played the game.
All right, Ryan, where are you taking your fucking
Man,
alien?
I feel like I'm going to be a little famished. I feel like he's going to be a little famished. So I'm either going to take him to
Hibachi?
a food court
Okay.
or
A food court.
Or-
running around like E.T. I don't know where to choose.
or hibachi, because I would love to see that guy's
Wow.
little face when that
Shrimp
when
tail
that
goes flying.
when that flame
Flame.
gets up there. Oh,
Wow.
he loves the flame. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's his birthday and everything. They're gonna come out.
This is my son, Jeffrey.
What if he was like from a country
And
where
you
they
know what
had
he's gonna
a
be
planet
wearing?
where they have a lot of flames?
He's
and they
straight
get
up gonna be
scared?
wearing like some hemmed off jinkos and like a nice white
Flannel.
tee with a basketball jersey over the top of the white
Like
tee.
a basketball jersey over the white tee.
looking
Yeah.
like what's his name on
100%.
Family Dad?
Nope.
Roger.
Roger.
No, but yeah, that makes sense. With the white tee and the basketball jersey, I can kind of see
Roger. Jesus.
Just
Christ.
getting wrecked.
just fucking excited to be there. Just
Thanks,
excited
Ryan.
to be there.
Oh yeah. He's got a dub sack here. Knows what weed is.
Yeah, I mean, I would just make the nominal move that you make when you're a dad. You know,
Oh,
I'd take
God.
him to Chuck E. Cheese. I would just be like, all right, this is how we lose our money in
This is
America.
the only way I can get in.
It's called gambling. This is the child form of it. I'll take you to Hard Rock
I
later.
can see E.T. pulling the tickets out.
He goes to the game. He like puts his finger in there. It's like you get all the tokens. You're like, no, you have to earn it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you.
I do
wanted all
not see the point. It seems like you're losing a lot of money. Yeah, that's the whole fucking
I
point.
can get you tickets real
We're
quick.
supposed to lose
That's
a whole
why
lot
I'm
of
trying
money.
to. Okay, this is a multi-level marketing deal. I'm trying to
That
talk
product
you
sells.
into buying a
That
franchise.
product sells for 69 cents in China. Well, it's
I'm trying to buy.
2,000
I'm trying
tickets.
to get you involved in a multi-level marketing scheme that I got going. You can buy 3 of these franchises for.
yeah. No, he would understand immediately. He'd shut my shit down. All right, okay. Before
Win
we get out of
Dixie,
here,
it's like, what's your rewards number? Oh, what is it?
before
CBS, what's your rewards number? I don't know if I have one.
ET4293. 18 ET.
no, I'll just give his ass the
1842.
shopping list, and I'll give him the little tag, and he'll just. Meep.
All right, there's something called
Dog
self
tags.
checkout.
All right, before we get out of here for this next break, before we get to headlines, real or fake, last and final question about your pet alien, your friend, the alien. And let's make it quick, boys. You got to play him one song, and I'll go first. Give it a second. Give it a thought. One song. Just be like, yo, bro. So anyway, you're sitting like you drag him into
Okay, you go first.
You drag him into your truck.
We're going to go from right to left.
I'm going first. You drag him into your fucking car. You fucking
Left
put
to
the
right.
AC on. You maybe like ask him if he wants to smoke a joint since he's already smoking weed and drinking beer anyway at that point. And then you just go, all right, man, this is blank by blank. And you put it on Spotify and you crank it a little bit for. I'm going to tell you right now, I would probably pick, Mr. Blue Sky by ELO.
Man, that's right in my category. I was thinking
Because it's going to have some.
Well, I was looking at something to do.
Exactly.
I was thinking of something to do with space, but then I thought.
But it's going to have.
I thought about Boston. Don't look back, dude.
Some of the you got to get whatever you do. You have to have some of those, like in Mr. Blue Sky.
No,
like you have to
you
have
don't
some
have to.
familiar robotic sounds for them to dig it
Then
as
you're gonna
music.
have to go back to Peter Frampton.
Well, because if you do Boston, there's a lot of
Yeah,
but
no. Not
and that's
like
going to
Peter.
appeal to an alien. Like
Not
he's
like-
not.
well, you could
Morello-
do Peter
okay,
Frampton.
Hold on, Tom Morello's guitar playing from Rage Against the Machine is not going to appeal to an alien as much as Geddy Lee's foot synthesizer playing in Rush. Like
What
they're
about,
going to get
like
a little
Frampton,
harder into that.
Do you feel?
That's
like
exactly
I
what I'm saying.
feel?
You put that.
So we'll go with that because see,
They're
it's
gonna
how
be
you
like,
shot
oh,
down
sweet.
with Boston idea.
All right, Ryan. What song? What song?
Well, I mean, if he's drunk and if he's high, if he's
Well,
rolling
he
something
should
up,
be.
and
He should
assuming
be.
we have a pizza off of
Little
Chuck E.
Marcos.
Cheese, we're gonna put AT Aliens by Outkast on.
Well, that's an album.
I don't know
Which
that
song?
song.
Which song?
The fucking
Sorry, Miss Jackson?
No, the scout.
I
The
wouldn't know that. Right?
Bombs
now
over
throw
Baghdad?
your hands in the air.
Scatalistic funkadelic music, some shit like
Yeah,
that. I don't whatever
that's
the
exactly what I'm gonna put. on.
Yeah, that's Outcast for you. Dad, what song are you playing for your?
What did I
alien?
just say?
What?
Peter Frampton.
Well, okay,
Do
we
you
didn't know
feel?
that. We thought you were just
Oh, Garth
commenting on
Brooks. I don't like it. I don't like
No,
it.
do you feel because he's using that first?
See, yeah, I
first
would have
time he
pegged
used that voice thing.
the voice box. Yeah, I would have pegged you more at like friends
Well, I
in
was
low
going with
friends in
Boston.
low places by Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was thinking of something in Boston. I mean, no, I'm going to
well,
get
you
something.
just see the spaceship in your head of the Boston album
I
cover,
know,
and you're
right,
just like,
right.
all right,
Well,
that
that was
works.
the first thing that popped to my head.
ELO, same thing, you know.
I know exactly, but you took that, so I was like, but I wasn't thinking ELO, but I was thinking that genre
to be fair,
and that
to be
decade.
fair, ELO is not a spaceship. What is it? An electric guitar shaped spaceship on their
Oh,
album
electric
cover.
light.
It looks
It's
like
an-
an electric guitar on their spaceship.
I bet my alien
it's
can
an
fight
electric
and-
light orchestra.
That's right.
I bet my alien can beat up both of your aliens.
I think my alien's gonna be able to whip some ass because he's gonna be beer heavy. He's
Well,
gonna be
you
beer
guys
heavy.
could just bring it on anytime you want.
On Melmac, we called that the Royal Rumble. First one out of the rink was the winner. Last one out was the winner. Don't ask me how it happened. Guys, as they call us the breeze, that's what we would do with our pet aliens. I'm glad we got around to that. We got headlines, real or fake, coming up next. And always love this bit because
Mom's
I'm going to
gonna
have
think
some
we're
headlines that are
retarded.
real, and I'm going to have some headlines that are fake. And it's up to you guys. And I made up the goddamn fake headlines myself. Thank you very much. So you guys are going to have to figure out which ones are real or fake. Sound good to you guys?
Yeah,
Sounds
and
great.
I enjoy that because
Yeah.
we usually are.
Well, it's
pretty spot
informative,
on.
too.
and we work together sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. Yeah, it is definitely a team effort. Guys, we'll be right back with They Call Us the Breeze. Don't go
We're generally
anywhere.
right.
We'll see ya.
I think you only fooled us one time last week.
We'll see about that. Bye-bye.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
I'm drunk right now.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to the final segment of episode 110 of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live here from the Tiger Cage. One final segment before we get out of here. And like I said, we got some headlines, real or fake. We're all out here having fun, but make sure you go out and check out me and Ryan's new Drunken Cover, you idiots.
Oh yeah, it's
Angels
fun.
of the Silences
You'll
by
like
Counting Crows. Just go out to tigercagemedia.com. It's right there up on the main page. Or, you know, if you're being a good boy or girl and you're already subscribed to the Tiger Cage Media channel on YouTube and you've already rung those little bells for those little
Ding, ding,
notifications,
ding, ding, ding.
then you would have already fucking known that already. But yeah, go out and watch that. Ryan and I worked really hard on that, and yeah, still got that. We're done with the 10% off. Sorry you missed the sale. Maybe we'll do a lovers lament Christmas party and get some ugly sweaters up there and run another discount. But we still are going to extend the free shipping on $35 or more. So make sure you go to tigercagemedia.com shop and yeah, get your gear, buds.
Yeah, get the gear.
Yeah, loving that honeymoon shirt. God, things selling like crazy. Anyway, real quick before we get out of here, before we get into headlines, just want to say I love you guys.
We
I'm really
love you.
proud of you guys and the men you've become. Let's hang out on Labor Day, the day you're not supposed to do on Labor, and let's work in that garage a little more.
Yeah, labor.
Let's try to fucking
labor.
Let's go
Let's
labor
drive
on Labor
some
Day.
screws into the wood.
You better run them better than you did the other day.
Man,
Get some rest, boys.
well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was just
I'll be
thinking,
ready to go, y'all boys.
I was
get
just
some
thinking
rest.
Sunday's my day off, so I better make sure I'm not like out drinking till the wee hours
Yeah,
in the
I'm
morning.
expecting some good
Some
laborers.
good quality laborers on Labor Day. So
Yes.
let's get
And
into
you
that.
can count on me. How about that, man?
I don't want to have to be talking to Eric and Hyde all day.
Well,
Which one's Eric? Which one's Hyde?
You know, weirdly enough, like when you and I are left at the helm just alone, we kind of cracked that first one within an hour. When Ryan came over, like we were like, all right, let's use him, use him, and we went like 2 hours.
I
without
felt
even
like I was
cracking
a
beer.
special, like, natural discovery
And like
channel. Like,
that was the
Here
difference.
we
That
have
was the
Ryan
difference.
in the mix.
Hey.
Who's gonna crack the beer first with the with the
Mr.
new-
Gentleman, I gotta ask you a question. Where did you find this young boy named Ryan?
Notice how
He
the
seems to be able
silverback
to
doesn't
lift the
shake
wood
the
and hold it
trees
right
as
up
much
there.
with having his young buck around.
We should buy 2 more of them.
That is right, guys. So yeah, that's all the station ID we need. Let's get into some headlines, real or fake. What do you guys say? Let's do it.
That probably wasn't correct. Just
This
saying.
one for August 31st, 2023. It's the Breeze headlines. Yeah,
It
like I
is
said,
now
I'm going to leave.
4:15
there are-
p.m.,
Yeah,
man.
about 4:15. No, these are headlines from this past week. I usually don't go further than the show we previously did.
And Jeremy Brechek is reporting.
There's about 5 headlines here that are real. Okay, there's about 5 headlines that are fake that yours truly came out with while I was drunk and typed them down. And it's up to you guys to decide which ones are real and fake. And hopefully you
It's
learn
up
a
to
thing or
us.
two, right?
I thought
To
you went
decide
out
how
on the
drunk he was
street.
when he made these ones
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
All right.
It could be easy or it could be hard.
First headline we have up tonight. Revelers hurl tomatoes at each other in a Spanish town's Tomatina party.
Fake.
No, that's true.
Revelers
I
hurl
think I've seen this
tomatoes at each
before.
other in Spanish towns.
I think this is true.
Tomatina party.
It's like a running with the bulls. They like hurl tomatoes.
Well,
you
I'm
know
familiar
what?
with that for sure. I'm familiar
Yeah.
with the running of the bulls for sure. Ryan's gonna go real. Dad's
No,
gonna
yeah,
go
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
go
I've seen
true. I'll go
this.
true. We'll go the same way.
Fine, you both got it. Yep, that's a true thing, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
the
They just
street-
hurl
the
tomatoes
street
at each
looks
other.
like a goddamn tomato sauce factory.
Yeah.
Or a bunch
It's
of people
just-
got run over by the bulls.
It looks really nasty at first glance. You're like, oh my god, there's total carnage. There's blood and guts everywhere. And no, it's just smashed tomatoes all over the
There's
fucking ground.
yeah, blood. Oh, no,
You see that
no.
first photo,
That's Roma tomato.
And it looks like a mosh pit of all these guys just fucking going nuts. And then there's just all this stomped out red flesh everywhere.
And you know what this is a picture of?
Picture of man not on a microphone.
The CEO of Del Monte.
Exactly. What in the fuck?
you
are
think
What
you
the
guys-
fuck are they doing with all them tomatoes?
They have to have pressure washers over there, right?
Well, I
Del
heard,
Monte.
I hear that's how they make the stewed tomatoes. They just wait till that one.
We'll
part
let it all
every year.
funnel out of the Vatican.
Oh my god.
We might
gross.
have to raise prices. We're going to have a shortage.
All right,
the hell's wrong with them
next,
people?
Next headline we have up
Frank,
for
you need to get that team down there right now, and you need to straighten them people out.
They do it every year. You can't contain them. You can only hope to control them. Next headline we have Miley Cyrus introduces a line of sex toys and dolls with her likeness called Hardy in the USA.
How many beers did you have?
No. Who in the fuck cares about Miley Cyrus in the first
A lot
place?
of people still.
No, that's false.
It's false.
Yeah, you guys are right. Come on, Hardy in the USA. I knew that would give it
What's
away.
the timestamp on that one, man?
I don't know. Fucking, it changes when I
Right
edit the
before
show.
bed.
It was
I
easier
bet.
for you to come up with the first part than the Hardy in the USA part.
All right, next headline we have up for you. Smell of pot wafts over notorious U.S. Open court.
No
Tennis
doubt.
player says it smelled like Snoop Dogg's
No
living room.
doubt. No doubt. What she said that cost her the tournament
She
win.
blamed her loss
Yes,
of her championship.
absolutely.
She said even
did.
during practice hours.
I
there
can
was-
want
smell
to
pot.
get
I can smell
high.
weed in the background.
So one of the tennis courts in the U.S. Open over here, it was like court 13, I think, or 17, one of the two. I don't know what that means and where that's located, but this girl was like, I just keep smelling pot. Like people are, it's in
like
New York.
you don't
It's
do it
in-
when you're not playing.
Well, it's in New York. Of course, it's going to smell like
Yeah,
pot.
it's gonna-
They're burning up.
fucking everywhere. Nashville, play in Nashville. Oh, it smells like pot here
So we're
too.
going to go with correct on that
Yeah,
one.
true.
Yeah. All right. A Swedish study proves that kosher salt infused shampoo regrows hair.
bullshit.
Kosher salt infused.
I think I'm gonna
What,
say yes.
what country?
Swedish study.
They don't fucking
Kosher-
know anything
kosher
about
salt
that. They cut.
infused
They make
shampoo.
cutting tools and knives.
And chocolate.
That's balls. That's bullshit. Nope.
I'm gonna say it's true.
Dad will get that one. That is false as well.
I'm telling you, they make knives and stuff out of stainless steel.
Well, yes, we understand that, but they also make other things.
But they're also beautiful
Largest,
people.
one of the larger imports
So maybe
of
they
seafood.
have.
What's that got to do with that?
What's love got to do with it, Mike? That's
What's
what I'm asking.
love got
All right, next headline up for you. A neurosurgeon investigating a patient's mysterious symptoms plucks a worm from the woman's
Absolutely.
brain.
Absolutely.
Smart news. He read it. I'm gonna say true. The way he snap called that.
Yeah, dude, can you fucking imagine? Be like, dude, I got some weird fucking ticks.
And it,
Starting-
it looked like a little skinny red worm kind of curled in.
Wait,
around
yeah,
there.
it was like a little paper clip that was bent out of shape. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't
was
that big.
small. No.
But you just feel like.
I mean, it was long
You got,
and
that
kind of in
starts
a way.
fucking with your like if you're seeing a neurologist, you're having ticks. Things are happening all of a sudden. Like, what do you keep slapping at? In the back of your head?
Where'd this guy?
No, it's a woman. It's a woman.
Oh, it's over on this side.
Where
now.
was she at?
This was oh god, this was in Australia actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And there was
so,
a skinny thing that was like no bigger than a lead of the
yeah, it looked
pencil.
like a tiny little piece of red wire,
just
like red copper wire, red coated copper wire, and it was kind of bloody, and it
Just
was in a
curled
little
up?
curl weird like position, looked like a
skinny
little cloud.
worm.
Thanks, Doc.
Jesus
Thank you
Christ.
so much.
And she's still in the hospital. She's, she's still.
Maybe that's why I masturbate so much. It's probably this worm in the back of my head that just keeps going, like, just keep going, just keep doing it. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Next headline we have up for you. Chicago TV news crew robbed at gunpoint while reporting on a stream of robberies.
What's Chicago?
Chicago TV news crew robbed at gunpoint.
Sure.
While reporting
I
on a
mean,
stream
Chicago.
of robberies.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
gonna say false because I don't think my
No,
boys.
that's true.
My boys would run up on the people when they're doing it. But
They're like, this weekend, a local robbery. Hey, motherfucker, give me.
is that a Rolex?
Looks like we're being robbed again
Damn
right
it.
here on the. Can I talk to one of the main robbers here? We have his main report. Just give me your fucking money.
Give me your money.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us on
That
the
is
scene.
the end of our report. We're going back to you, Jim.
Sorry,
no.
we lost you on that one.
That is
yeah,
absolute-
Oh, seems like we lost.
That is absolutely correct. That shit happened. They're
dang.
out
Hey,
there
kicking your
reporting
ass.
on
No,
robberies.
I wish this was birthdays.
They're out there reporting on robberies, and they get fucking robbed at gunpoint while they're out. To like, that's fucking
Well,
hilarious.
okay, New
I'm sorry.
York,
It's not funny.
Los
it's
Angeles.
not funny.
I know it's not.
But
New
it's
York,
fucking
Los
funny.
Angeles, Chicago. I mean, Philadelphia. Okay.
Yeah. The list goes on and on. Yeah, and it's getting harder and harder out there for a pimp.
New Jersey doesn't get the flack because
right.
it all happens in Philadelphia and New York.
Next headline we have up for you tonight. Trump campaign mistakenly sued by own manager over Trump mugshot merchandise.
Say that again slower.
So a Trump campaign mistakenly sued by the own manager of the Trump campaign for Trump mugshot merchandise.
I'm gonna say it's false.
Yeah, no, that's not
Of
true.
course, they're not bringing any new lawsuits. They don't want any new indictments, man.
Hell, shit, don't they have enough?
Yeah.
You should sue us. You should do it.
It's going
I
to be
didn't
great
tell you.
for publicity. It's going to be great for
You're a
publicity.
good lawyer. You're a good lawyer. You should be able to figure this out. You should
All right,
sue me. You
next
should
headline
sue me.
we have up for you.
Everybody else is fucking suing me.
You like to you like to ask a lot of stupid
Yeah, that's a
questions.
stupid question.
You got a lot of stupid questions. I know you. You ask a lot
But
of
you
stupid
ask
questions.
Deeper
lot of
voice,
stupid
deeper voice,
questions.
deeper voice.
All right, next headline we have up for you. Witnesses say
You ask a lot of stupid questions.
There
Yeah, you- well,
that was
you-
way better than Ryan ever.
Yeah,
I could
you
ever
sound
do.
but
Irish.
Yeah,
I didn't
very-
have that. I
I
got
thought
out
there was two of you.
character.
I thought there was two of you. Witnesses say Bob Barker's final words were actual retail price is $99.
That is, you should have never even brought that.
That's
up.
not insensitive. I
Yeah.
love the
Too
motherfucker.
soon.
He got so close to $1 without going
Did
over.
you hear what he said?
He got so
Too
close to $1 without going over, man. And I'm proud. I'm proud of that. He got so close to $1 without going over.
Let the man go to heaven and let Peter
No,
say,
dude.
come on up.
He
and
would
just leave it go.
He would smile at the fact that we're making dollar jokes about his age.
He might.
He would.
He'd
I
also smile
promise
at the
you.
fact that
I've talked to him. I know him. So
he,
yeah.
he held all of my skipping school
Yeah,
guilt.
that's a false headline there. False headline. Next headline might be real, though. Might be false. You never know. Riders in various states of undress cruise Philly streets in their 14th
Yes.
naked bike ride.
Yep. And they were going to. Now, did they get arrested
See,
for
it's
that?
always fun to see what Dad has seen in the smart news. Or
Yeah,
not.
I think that's. Let's just turn this segment.
No.
into
I
smart
don't
news.
understand
Has
if
he
there
Did
was-
they
seen
get
it?
any kind of?
I think they're sanctioned to do it. I think they must
I-
get some sort of permit. dude.
It did not sound like.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
To get naked.
It did not sound like they were not going to get in trouble for it.
He's trying to Mission Impossible grab his jewel off the ground right now, and also talk into the microphone at the same time. Join us again. But no, yeah, you saw it.
They absolutely think they're not getting in trouble for it. From what I read, they could get in trouble for it, so I never
Probably
did hear.
like a
That's
block
why I asked
party,
you.
and then they can get certain permits and be like,
Well-
"Yo, we're gonna be a lot of ass and titties."
But it didn't sound
Probably a lot
like
of
they
dick
had
swinging.
full permission. Like
Well, what are you gonna do?
I didn't necessarily read like the
well,
headline.
I didn't read.
The headlines would have read that something went wrong if something went wrong.
See, I don't know.
It just straight
I
up
just
read,
knew it was going to happen.
Riders in various states of undress cruise Philly streets in 14th naked bike ride.
They
So-
did do that.
So
I was
that's
just
correct,
wondering if they got in trouble for it, because I figured you might have seen it.
The question becomes like honestly, the question becomes on that. Like, if you live in a neighborhood where you don't want people just naked driving
And it's
motorcycles
just, they said
in
just
front of
tops.
like,
Just
do you barricade them
right?
out?
I think just
I
tops.
heard I
Like,
said
do you
it
barricade
said
them out
several,
and then they get more pissed and then they're just like, well, you can't let us ride naked. And you're
it
like,
said
well,
several
yeah, 'cause-
levels of undress, which means to me that some people were naked, some people had bottoms on, some people just did bikinis. You know what I mean? Like some people just did bottoms off and tops on. I don't know, but it
Yeah.
said several.
But I don't want that shit
That's disgusting.
in my
Where?
neighborhood. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like, so do you let them like
Bro, I'm a bachelor, bro. I'm gonna sit out on the porch and just be like, Jello shots.
probably beat off a little bit too, huh?
Probably, do whatever I gotta do, bro. I'm just saying,
You're
like,
sitting there on your porch watching
if-
them
On
go down
those
the street, you're like,
couches.
if one in
Yeah.
every 10
the two of you
lady
are
that
sitting
rolls
in that
by,
couch out there in your driveway saying, "Damn, Martha's at 78 years old this
She's
year. I
looking
didn't think
good.
she was going to do
Martha's
it again."
she's looking good. If I get about 2 more bush lights in me, Martha can be coming over my living room.
I'm gonna act
build
like I
her a
ran out of
cocktail.
cigarettes. Go down to the store.
You want to talk about an old fashioned? I'll make you and give you an old fashioned. How about that, Martha?
couple
Jesus
bitters
Christ,
and
Jesus.
not talking about.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about. Not trying to be bitter. No, but I'm saying right now, if I had a neighborhood that was doing that 10K fucking nude run, I would set up on that front porch, have a cooler full of Jello shots. Everybody gets the Jello shots. Fat dudes swinging dicks, whatever. Everybody gets Jello shots. But
They get the
you
expeditedly.
get 1 out of every 10 of those females come up looking a little good and be like, hey, there's gonna be more left over in the freezer when you come back.
You're like, I got a separate cooler for you.
Feel free to
actually.
wear
Hang
clothes
on.
next time around. We can take those back off. That's fine.
This will send you. Is this to get me good? Yeah, this get you probably another 5 miles.
Probably
Right back
another
here.
5 miles. Jesus Christ. All right, last and final headline we have for you tonight, guys.
That's why we record this shit. We're going to make a movie later.
Yeah, we'll see about it. All right, last headline we have before we get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Texas man switches from cigarettes to vape after 40 years and develops IBS a month after.
IBS.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Well, I reckon he could.
Coincidentally, at Taco
You
Bell also.
you wrecked him. He could.
I did not say that. I
You
said,
wrecked him. He could. I heard.
I reckon.
I wrecked him. He could.
Yeah, I wrecked him. He could. I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I
Well,
can
it's
see that.
weird enough.
I get one win tonight. That one I made up, guys. That's headlines for you. Hell
I was
yeah.
like, was there a Taco Bell that moved in also? Like, what's the IBS coming from for reals?
Yeah, for sure. There's always something.
He's been in
I honestly,
a lot
the
of-
reason I made that headline up was because I feel like I have started to develop it.
You don't poo enough?
Like no, IBS is more, from what I understand, from the experience I've had with partners that have had it.
With rectum, what?
It's irritable
I
bowel
love how he says
syndrome.
partners.
He did say partners.
Yeah.
They can
With
literally
rectum.
be in the middle of
Who are
a
your
meal.
partners?
They can be literally in the middle of a meal, and it sets them off, and they have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, what do you eat? Schnitzels?
Fuck both of you guys. I think it's about time we get the fuck out of here. How about what do you guys say? Huh?
Yeah, let's
That's
go.
pretty good.
Let's go rectum in the schnitzel.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him. You know, guys, just they call us the breeze. We'll see you guys later.
Catch you
Good night,
later,
everybody.
y'all.
Good night. We love you. Good night. Mwah, 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 mwah. We'll see you. Bye.
Who do I take first round?